Oh yeah, wasn't it like if you didn't log in every often enough in Diablo 2, they just deleted you?
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
think if you
that
I think if
policy's
you
been
made
dead for a long time.
I think if you
But
made a
Oh, yeah, there's no
character,
way.
they would have a 2-week or 1-week timer where they would get deleted after a week if you didn't play X number of hours to get past that tier, basically. But then even then, I think every like 30 or 90 days, your account would just be at risk of being deleted if you hadn't been using it. It's like it's really unfortunate. It's like, oh, you took a break from Battle.net for a while. It's like modern practices of like Skinner boxy bullshit where the game will be all like, hey, you better get your daily research points, but it's like, hey, you better not let your account get deleted.
it's purely just to save hard drive space for Blizzard.
Yeah.
Back when it mattered.
Yeah, I was gonna say, now hard drives are so cheap.
Yeah, now it's nothing. And they just cycle through their hardware to the point where like in our house, what Marty just bought the server his WoW guild was on.
Yeah, they just sell those blades
They
off.
retired the server, so he just bought the server and it's just sitting in the living room.
I think they
It's
sell
like
the
Malorn
blades.
I think it's
Use-
Malorn.
Yeah. How much does a server blade usually sell for? Like a couple $100s?
It depends on the server blade, but yeah.
Right.
It's got all the signatures on it and stuff. I don't know if they're real
Yeah.
or printed or what.
Oh, they're real.
But there's
Yeah,
a
I
bunch
can
of
see-
signatures.
Do you know how hard it is to get a bunch of programmers to sign something? It's really fucking easy.
They probably have like pizza parties where they do it.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, that's what my office did for the one game they put out that wasn't a Nickelodeon product. They're like, let us celebrate this with like a
Actually have a
physical
launch
copy
party.
that we'll sell to nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had like a bunch of signed shirts that they sent out. And I was like, oh, this is cool.
That's
kind of
cool.
wish I was there for this because this is like the only time this office can be proud of itself.
Oh.
On the topic of scummy behavior in video games, a friend of mine would con people out of their accounts in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Your friend sucks.
He would pretend to be like giving them level boosts or special items or something like that, and then he would just take their account information and run with it.
It's like, all you need to
I
do
would,
is give me your username and password, and I will log
Yeah.
in and give you a
So
thousand
many people
experience
fell
points.
for it. At some point, he had like 20 accounts. It was ridiculous, and he
I
would
would do
usually just
that-
try to sell them before they got caught.
I would do that in RuneScape, but I wouldn't do anything malicious except for change the gender and make them look real stupid.
It's not really much of a surprise to find out that same friend was a drug dealer.
Oh. Oh.
Like, really, the guy that stole World of Warcraft accounts and sold them before they got caught. Huh.
This level got messy real quick.
There's a lot of bees appeared. Is anyone
Almost
killing
like
the
this
bee spawner?
conversation. So I'm actually doing really well right now because I've got both of my homing rockets equipped, and I'm just pointing in the general direction that all the enemies are in and just holding it down for a bit, and it's just acquiring like 12 targets at a time and just hitting things.
Yeah, if we can
I'm,
actually find the spawners, that would probably help.
Well, I think we killed the
Oh.
first one already.
Yeah, we did. There's one over here by me.
Okay.
It's one of those rare times where I can just freely use my homing things because none of them are coming after me, and I'm just hanging out over here and causing ranged DPS.
We just keep doing that, probably. There's so many red
I
ants.
think these rockets one-shot bees.
Oh yeah, these barely have HP.
Yeah. I like sniping the bees personally because it's very reliable to just shoot them.
The lock-on's so good in this on this weapon, it'll lock on through buildings, and it'll just plow through the building if it needs to. It won't necessarily hit the target, but it's definitely clearing out the landscape so I can continue to hit targets.
Yeah, as soon as that happens, that'll help.
I'm getting into these nice grooves lately where I'll get two weapons where the time it takes to lock on and fire with one of them is kind of in sync with how long it takes to reload the other one. I'm just alternating two weapons.
Oh
constantly.
no.
I remember one time I used a cheat for Neopets. And I
What?
felt really bad. Yeah. I used the cheat for Neopets, and like basically you would play a game, and instead of giving you like 100 Neo points, it would give you like 1 billion.
Yeah.
So I
There was,
used one, and then I felt really bad about it, and so I like made a confession post on the forums, and then they were like, "That's okay. We're glad that you like." No, I'm serious. The mods messaged me. They were like, "Thank you for your honesty."
They're like, that's going on your permanent record.
No, they were like, "Well, we'll correct your like, we'll leave you." Oh, like they let me keep like 1,000 because they were like, you know, you can keep this much, just to, as a reward for like confessing, and that was it.
So isn't it really easy to get banned from Neopets?
Yes, it is.
Or is that Club Penguin?
It's all Club Penguin doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, there we go. All right, the next, they took that one down. Was that
What a
Disney?
loss.
I think that was Disney.
Yes.
What a loss.
Apparently, like, there's actually like a really like in-depth like kind of culture for some people for it. And I was like, really?
Oh
But
yeah.
It felt like one of
was,
those like Habbo Hotel joke games.
Well,
I guess Habbo Hotel
it starts
was
as
in
one
the
of
same
those,
boat.
and then people play the shit out of them.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't remember.
I saw a Club Penguin speed run. It was so funny.
What does that mean?
It is literally like the whole speed run is like you have to make an account and then beat this one game as fast as possible. It's like something about like a weird minecart racer thing. The whole speed run takes.
Club Penguin was like Second Life or something.
It is, yeah. It's like RuneScape, but like for little kids, kind of. Anyway, so there's like this one game where like you ride a minecart and you collect coins on the minecart or something like that. And the speed run is you have to like get a gold medal at it by collecting all the coins. So the speed run is to literally do that. And apparently from the person who got the record, he said it was actually super challenging.
Well, it's like a poorly made little Flash game, more or less.
Exactly. He said like the game itself is like super glitchy and barely works, and then like because it's a speed run that's over in a minute, it's actually really competitive because anybody can do it until they get it perfect.
Yeah. So I remember what I was gonna say for Neopets. So there were certain games that required like kind of high reflexes and whatever. I had a really shitty computer.
Yeah,
and this
I know
is like
where
in
this
the
is
early
going.
days.
Yep.
And so there were some that like required like near perfect reflexes to like stop the thing, and then you get the jackpot. Well, my computer, the browser and whatnot, ran so slowly that surprise, surprise, 1 frame a second makes it real easy to get the timing down on anything.
Yep.
So I was like a multi-millionaire in that game, and it wasn't cheating because
I had the exact same phenomenon on my, get this, 100 megahertz CPU back in the day.
Yeah.
Windows 95 that we eventually upgraded to 98. And when we upgraded to 98, it came with something that let us...
It shat the bed. Yeah.
Well, no. It actually, unlocked the power of the CPU, and it went from 100 megahertz to 120.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
So this computer was one that, like, dial-up would make it freeze for, like, 5 minutes while figuring its shit out.
Oh, God. The things that we put up with.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It would have trouble if you, like, tried using the, was it the airbrush tool in MS Paint? That was some shit. I did it, though, because, like, what else do I do?
I remember playing Neopets games. Like, there was one that was like the, not 3-card Monty, but like you put the ball under the coconut shells, the coconut game. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah,
the cup game.
Yeah, the cup game.
Yeah.
So
cup game.
Yeah, that on the hardest difficulties, I could just plow through because the game couldn't move the characters' hands fast enough to obscure the ball's movements. And I was like, oh man, this is
also
really
known
easy.
as this RPG is run out of ideas.
Yeah.
So my friends would actually come over and
play on
ask
your
to use
computer.
my shitty computer, so they could make money on RuneScape too.
It's funny because I had sort of the opposite, where I got my friends into Neopets, and I was like, man, play this game. It's really, really easy, and you get so much reward for it. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? It's impossible at the hardest difficulties. And then finally I went over and watched him play it, and I was like, this is insane. It's so much faster on your computer.
Client side versus server side.
Wow. I hadn't thought of any of that in a long time.
Yeah, this is nostalgia time as we shoot giant things.
I don't really have PC nostalgia.
Yeah,
Y'all want to talk about third grade adventure?
Sure. Does it
That's
involve
what
finding
I've
a bunch of
played.
pornos in the woods?
No, there was.
Oh.
I mean, like there was literally a series of video games called like 4th grade and 3rd grade and so
Yeah,
on adventure.
They were awesome.
Oh yeah,
They were
those.
they were adventure games.
That's
Which
right.
was the one where the kid like randomly had this like mansion with all these locked doors, and you.
Oh, I
had,
don't
like, a
remember anything that
robot?
happened in them. I just remember
Oh.
puzzles.
I just remember that one specifically because I was playing it when I was like a 2nd grader, I think, and so I didn't understand multiplication, so we had to get
They were like 90s Professor Langton.
Yeah.
pretty much, but so we had to get my friend's older sister to come help us because we didn't understand.
She knew how to do
multiply.
multiplication.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Was she like,
And so
shut up,
she got
nerds,
pissed-
I don't want to help you.
Well, no, she was down with it, but
Oh,
she got
okay.
pissed off because we kept asking her.
Oh.
Because what would happen is she would start playing, and then we'd get bored of watching her and go off and play something else. So eventually, she taught us how to multiply as 2nd graders.
That's funny.
And so when we started doing multiplication, my friend and I were like acing it. And the teacher was kind of pissed off because like we were making dumb jokes because the only way we could remember it was by referencing the game. 'Cause we
That's
basically
learned-
funny.
You basically learned
incessantly.
school early.
Yeah. If I ever have kids, I'm going to like jailbreak their educations at least
Oh yeah.
somewhat. If I
Video
if
games have a
possible.
real ability to teach you things early.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember it nowadays anymore, but like there was the whole thing where like Age of Empires 2 led to me knowing about like Mesopotamia and the Green Belt and Tenochtitlan before they came up in school.
Wow, that's funny. And those are good games too. It's not you learned it from some shitty, like,
It's a decent
shit
RTS,
game.
and also the story of Joan of Arc. And now everyone plays Minecraft as kids.
Yeah.
Hey, Minecraft has redstone in it. If you learn that, that's
Yeah.
pretty badass.
There's real capabilities of understanding a bunch of systems. Dinosaurs back
Oh.
to fight against Erignus. Command headquarters decided to make use of our new walking
Erignus.
fortress, Balaam. We have a new walking fortress.
Yeah. So
Oh.
this is going to be fun.
Yeah. Height of
Erignus,
50 meters tall. They're gonna crash it.
Actually,
they're gonna crash it into them.
I'm gonna see if I can do a thing. I bring mine.
Teachers in early elementary school are easily angered by kids knowing things they want to teach. Not sure why. Have you talked to an elementary school teacher? They're the most stressed out people on the planet. The
Yeah, you
slightest
smart aleck in
thing.
your class, it's going to be really
Yeah.
annoying.
The slightest thing going wrong for an elementary school teacher is like the most, like, it's like earth shattering to them. They are
Yep.
like so high strung all the time. Every teacher I know, like, good God, they are balls of stress. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that's a friend.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, it was like, Erignus has a... Well, that's going to be a lot of fun to deal with. Have you ever thought, looking at Erignus, that's a really stupid looking face?
That camera yoink.
Yep. Oh, hey, this one's actually stronger than mine. Well, this is helpful.
I remember...
I like how they're ordering me to like get in this thing, and
Well,
You,
Well.
you just got decked.
it's just kind of fucking owned.
happened.
That is funny.
Slow motion wander eating shit.
He's kicking your ass all over the place right now. Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I wish this thing had like a rocket buster so it could do a charge attack.
The only cool game I remember from, like, school was Odell Lake Down Under, which was a game where you played as a fish, and you ate other fish to become bigger fish.
Like Feeding Frenzy.
It was Feeding Frenzy, but, like, educational, about a bunch of animals that don't live on the same
Did
continent
you
as
hear the
me.
commander
Nope.
there, Keith?
No.
Okay, so like the lady was like actively trying to like kind of instruct me on how to pilot the Blam. The commander just cuts in the radio and is like, just punch him in the face.
That's funny. That's funny.
indisputable.
Like, I would be so happy if they
Oh,
did, like,
no.
Oh!
That was
Wow,
cool.
That dealt no damage to anybody.
well, it's because I punched him before he could fire it
Yeah,
off.
he canceled
like,
it, but that looked ridiculous.
It
Oh.
caught me in the arm.
He was charging
Yeah.
up his neck, and all of the blue started flashing different colors rapidly, and I think all of the world got darker for a moment.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was badass.
And then I slapped him in the face, and then he's like, well, never mind.
We almost got like Dark Eater Mitter for a second there.
Yep.
EDF versus the Souls universe would be magic.
I think Dark Souls would win.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I shot Wander.
Don't worry, this thing has 100,000
I think
HP.
if
I
I,
shot Wander
had to,
twice.
if I had to choose between the EDF universe and the Dark Souls universe, I'd choose EDF easily.
To be in,
What,
you
to
mean?
live in? Yeah,
Yeah.
at least there you have a chance.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
they seem to have cities, apparently.
In Dark Souls, they have some repurposed cottages.
In every Dark Souls game, you meet like 10 people who still have mines.
Yeah, and they're usually dicks.
And they usually lose their minds.
Well, there's usually like one hot chick who levels you up, and then like there's Blacksmith Andre, and then there's a bunch of people that are like, well, look at you there.
So
You're
the,
not long for this world, Dark One.
And also, just to top things off, there's almost always somebody who specifically wants you to kill Level Up Girl.
True. Who's your
Oh, I
favorite
think he's
level up
locking onto
girl
me.
from Dark Souls?
Absolutely the Emerald Lady. She seems like
Emerald
she had her
Herald.
shit together.
Damalot.
Yeah.
Shana Lock.
He leaving, or did he just go for you for a bit there?
He just went for Keithies.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's trying to go Keith.
Damalot does get some points for the part where you'll one of her random animations that you might find her
I
being.
love that
where
animation.
She's sitting there with her legs kicking.
Yeah, she looks like she's having a great time.
Wait, who's Shamalot?
That's Emerald Herald.
Oh,
Emerald
okay.
Herald. Yep.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Shamrock.
No, her name is Shanalot.
She tells you her name at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Oh. You paid attention to that?
No.
Yes.
I didn't.
I
Do
just
you
like her
just-
character design.
Do you just skip all the dialogue in all the Souls games?
She's
I was playing
of,
with Bird. What do you expect?
of all of
You
Dark
never-
Souls 2
You
characters.
still haven't beaten Dark Souls 2 alone yet?
No.
No, I have. I have beaten Dark Souls 2 alone. But that was, like, as I was starting my channel. I don't remember shit from those days. I've played so many video games. in between.
Oh, hello. Ants are behind me.
Yeah, you guys should probably focus on that. I got the...
You're saying you don't remember Psychonauts and Kings of Amalur?
Nah, I remember Amalur kind of pulled a Fable at the end, and the DLC was really good, which was weird. And Psychonauts, I remember because I've played through it 4 times now.
It's weird thinking of the old days when your channel was like really rough around the edges as far as like audience goes.
Oh yeah.
Like, there was a whole period of time where you had like hundreds of videos already, but most videos you
I
uploaded
had
each day
more videos than
would not.
subscribers.
Ow. Most videos you upload on a given day would not get a view.
Yep.
And
Most
you
of
were
those
already-
videos were Amalur.
And you were already in the process of doing like 100 episode playthroughs of some games. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, his
you were
Kingdom
so
of
deep
Amalur series I remember watching a little
Yeah,
bit
you were
and
so
being
deep
like,
into
wow.
you were so deep into Amalur, Psychonauts, and what's it called?
Tower of Guns. And
the
Gmod.
Tower of Guns and Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah.
Oh
Sleeping
god,
Dogs,
yeah, I
I think I
remember.
only
Like
got-
Sleeping Dogs was one of your first like. This is a game I can play indefinitely. I mean, not Sleeping Dogs. Like Gmod was like your first like proto scrap mechanic is like a game you will just play indefinitely on your channel for hundreds of episodes.
and yet,
and you
both
I think
are
you had
dead.
2 episodes just of. I think you had 200 episodes just of Prop Hunt somehow.
Yeah.
Like, that was amazing.
I
Just
would
kept
actively
going.
play that again if we had a good group for it. But the last time we tried playing it, it was like... It just was not fun, and I was like, alright.
Over
well.
time, I felt like the permutations of what can happen is just so limited.
Yeah,
That's why you get
honestly,
better
there needed
maps.
to be more maps.
And also, yeah, every time I played it, after the first few times, every time I played it, it would be with a group of people that just knew every map too well. So they would just know where all the props
Oh
were.
shit! I think I killed it.
No, you just knocked him
no,
over.
he's still up.
He's too cool for that.
It's
I will be legit disappointed if he dies during this mission.
I mean, I've got.
He's the best
I got
character in the
power
game.
That's true.
You don't like the queen ants?
The Queen Ants. That
Well,
should have once.
Heath has not fought the Queen Ants in a situation where like they're actually impactful.
Yeah. Oh, right. They were horrible when we played them on hard mode. That was insanity.
I love how
I
often
just
you'll
put that
encounter the
episode
ants
out
that are in
today,
like
and
stripper mode.
I
yeah.
have not appreciated just how brutal the Queen Ants are on a high difficulty.
All right,
I wasn't
all the ants are
fighting
dead.
them. Good.
We just kill Erasmus over here, or whatever his name was.
I was
Trying
trying to
really
sweep them
hard.
all up with the homing shots.
I'm down to 30,000, which is getting worrying.
A little. I mean, we can start helping fight.
Oh, really wish there was a button I could press. To,
I
like,
love
get that
the
baby jump.
creaking sound that gets made as he falls over. Like,
It's pretty great. I keep trying to change my angle because it's so hard to shoot. With these weapons, it's hard to hit the boss without hitting Wander.
yeah, they keep like circling around each other like a bullfighter. And a
I have like
dog.
no mobility. I am super
Oh.
sorry about that, but like I don't have a choice.
No, it's fine.
I'll fire my missiles so far in advance, then Wander will slowly creak into the way. I'm like, no!
When we hit up to weapon level 20,
Okay.
when we hit weapon level 20, I can start summoning these guys for you. Hey,
That's
you got
fine.
him.
Yep, he's dead.
No!
Shoot him in the ass.
I wanted
I
him
mean,
to
he
be our
might just be
friend.
unconscious.
Probably.
His death was kind of
He's
ignominious.
gonna
though.
switch
He
to our
just goes
team
like,
and we're gonna
bang.
deck him out with armor.
Dude, that would be great actually if we could just ride him into battle.
It's gonna just be like a Godzilla and spike armor.
Yep. Alright,
Okay,
guys.
anti-aircraft.
I'm gonna head out
Oh.
now.
Well, never mind. Anti-birdcraft.
I'm
R.I.P.
sorry. We started late, and
EDF.
it was my fault. But I'm also gonna
He's
hold
cool.
us to the normal schedule because
He's
I
cool.
gotta. I
You got
basically came home, went to the grocery store, came back,
Oh.
and played EDF.
Click middle mouse or P to cancel the fall. Good to know. Thank you.
Oh, nice.